Picture this. You walk into a room and suddenly everyone's head turns, not because of what you're wearing, but because of how you smell. There's something magnetic about your presence that they can't quite place. That's the power of the right summer fragrance. But here's the thing most people don't realize. The perfumes that create this kind of enchanting presence aren't sitting on department store shelves. They're hidden in the world of niche perfumery, waiting for someone brave enough to discover them. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. And today, we're diving deep into 5 summer perfumes that will completely transform how people remember you. These aren't your typical mainstream recommendations. We're talking about fragrances that tell stories, evoke emotions, and create memories that last long after you've left the room. If you're ready to discover scents that most people will never encounter, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up in this series. Now, before we jump in, let me be crystal clear about something. These are niche fragrances, which means they're not cheap. Please don't blind buy any of these. Sample first. I'll drop links to trusted decant sites in the description. Your wallet and your nose will thank me later. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Missing Person by Flur isn't just a perfume. It's an emotional experience wrapped in a bottle. The story behind this fragrance is fascinating. The creative director at Flur was going through a divorce, and she created this scent to capture those moments when you're missing someone's presence. That intimate, cozy feeling of being close to someone you love. So, what does missing someone actually smell like? Well, Missing Person opens with this incredibly soft, skin-like musk. It's not the sharp synthetic musk you might expect. This is warm, comforting, almost like burying your face in your favorite cashmere sweater. The magic happens about 30 minutes in. The fragrance settles into what I can only describe as a second skin scent. It's intimate in a way that makes people want to lean in closer. There's definitely some ambroxan and galaxolide in here, giving it that modern clean musk foundation. Performance-wise, this is a close-to-skin fragrance, but don't let that fool you. The longevity is impressive, easily 8 to 10 hours. It's perfect for those summer evenings when you want to smell alluring without being overwhelming. For occasions, think intimate dinners, romantic walks, or honestly, anytime you want to feel effortlessly sensual. This works beautifully for women who appreciate subtlety over statement. But here's what makes Missing Person truly special. It adapts to your skin chemistry in the most beautiful way. On some people, it leans more powdery. On others, it's almost creamy. It's like the fragrance becomes part of who you are. And that leads us to something completely different. If Missing Person is a whisper, then Jasmine Freak is a declaration. This fragrance from room 1015 challenges everything you think you know about Jasmine. Traditionally, Jasmine is associated with femininity, delicacy, and spring gardens. Room 1015 took that concept and turned it completely on its head. Jasmine Freak is what happens when you take the most romantic flower and give it a gothic makeover. The opening is pure white floral intensity. We're talking jasmine that's so rich, so opulent, it almost feels indecent. But then something darker creeps in. There are smoky, almost incense-like notes that give this jasmine a mysterious edge. Look at the juice in this bottle. It's this deep amber color that looks nothing like what you'd expect from a floral fragrance. That visual tells you everything about what room 1015 was going for here. This isn't a fragrance for the faint of heart. If you prefer light, airy florals, Jasmine Freak will probably overwhelm you. But if you're someone who likes to make a statement, who isn't afraid to be remembered, this could be your signature. The longevity is excellent. Easily 12 hours with good projection for the first 4. This is definitely a less is more fragrance. One spray on each wrist is plenty. I'd wear this to evening events, art gallery openings, or anytime you want people to think, who is that interesting woman? It's polarizing in the best possible way. What's brilliant about room 1015 is that they keep their prices reasonable for the niche. You're not paying Tom Ford money for this experience, which makes it accessible to more fragrance lovers. Speaking of accessibility, Our next fragrance takes us on a completely different journey. Lamar means the sea in Spanish, and this fragrance from House of Bio captures that perfect moment when the ocean meets a tropical garden. This is photorealistic perfumery at its finest. When I spray Lamar, I'm immediately transported to a luxury resort where gardenia bushes hang over crystal clear water. The gardenia here isn't the cloying, heavy gardenia you might remember from your grandmother's garden. This is fresh, dewy, like you're smelling the actual flower at dawn. But what makes Lamar truly special is the coconut note. It's not the suntan lotion coconut that shows up in so many summer fragrances. This is green coconut water, fresh and slightly sweet, but never artificial. The blend creates this incredibly natural, almost effortless beauty. It's the kind of fragrance that makes people ask if you're naturally just blessed with amazing smelling skin. Performance is moderate but perfect for summer. You'll get about 6 to 8 hours of wear with intimate sillage that draws people into your personal space. This is seduction through subtlety. Lamar works beautifully for daytime summer events, beach vacations, brunch dates, or really anytime you want to embody that effortless, natural goddess energy. It's feminine without being girlish, tropical without being tacky. House of Bio is a Mexican brand that deserves way more recognition. Their attention to natural smelling compositions is remarkable, and Lamar is a perfect example of their philosophy. But if you want to take tropical luxury to the absolute extreme, Roja Parfums doesn't do anything halfway, and Isola Soul is proof of that philosophy. This is what happens when you take the tropical floral concept and spare absolutely no expense. Think of Tom Ford's Sol Blanc, but imagine if money were no object in its creation. That's Isola Soul. Every note here feels like it was sourced from the most expensive suppliers on the planet. The opening is this gorgeous blend of tropical flowers, frangipani, ilang-ilang, possibly some tiar flower. But underneath, there's this incredibly rich base of sandalwood and what smells like real vanilla. Not synthetic vanilla, the expensive creamy kind that costs more per ounce than most people's rent. The projection of this fragrance is significant without being obnoxious. People will notice you from across the room, but in that intriguing way that makes them want to come closer, not back away. Longevity is outstanding. 12 to 14 hours easily. This is investment level perfumery, and it performs like it. Isola Soul is for special occasions, luxury vacations, or anytime you want to remind the world that you have impeccable taste. It's the kind of fragrance that makes people assume you're more important than you actually are. The price point reflects the quality, but sometimes you want to experience what true luxury smells like. This is it. And speaking of luxury with a different approach, our final fragrance comes from Australia's Goldfield and Banks. And Pacific Rockflower might be the perfect summer fragrance for women who want freshness without sacrificing sophistication. This fragrance opens with a beautiful blend of lemon and sea salt that immediately puts you on a cliff top overlooking the ocean. But what makes Pacific Rockflower special is how it evolves. After the fresh opening settles, you get this gorgeous peony note, fresh, dewy, like morning flowers kissed by ocean mist. And then comes the star of the show, sandalwood. Not the heavy traditional sandalwood, but this creamy, almost coconut-like version that feels modern and elegant. There's something in here, possibly some lactonic notes, that gives the whole composition this smooth, velvety texture. It's like silk scarves floating on the ocean breeze. The performance is excellent. You'll get good projection for the first few hours, then it settles into this beautiful skin scent that lasts all day. It's versatile enough for office wear, but special enough for evening events. Pacific Rockflower works for basically any summer occasion. Beach days, garden parties, business meetings, date nights. It adapts beautifully to whatever energy you need to project. Goldfield and Banks has created something here that feels both familiar and completely unique. It's accessible luxury that doesn't scream for attention, but commands respect. Now, let's talk about which of these fragrances might be perfect for you, because they each serve very different purposes. If you're someone who appreciates intimate, emotional fragrances, Missing Person is calling your name. It's for women who understand that sometimes the most powerful presence is the quietest one. If you want to challenge expectations and make bold statements, Jasmine Freak is your weapon of choice. This is for the woman who isn't afraid to be polarizing. For those who want effortless, natural beauty, Lamar captures that perfectly. It's for women who want to smell like the best version of themselves. If luxury and opulence speak to your soul, Isola Soul is worth every penny. This is for women who view fragrance as an investment in their personal brand. And if you want the perfect balance of fresh and sophisticated, Pacific Rockflower delivers elegance that works anywhere. Here's my personal ranking. For pure artistry, Jasmine Freak takes the crown. For versatility, Pacific Rockflower wins. For emotional connection, Missing Person is unmatched. For luxury, Isola Soul reigns supreme. And for natural beauty, Lamar is perfection. But honestly, the best fragrance is the one that makes you feel like the most confident version of yourself. We've journeyed through 5 completely different approaches to summer perfumery today. From the intimate embrace of Missing Person to the bold statement of Jasmine Freak, from the natural beauty of Lamar to the pure luxury of Isola Soul, and finally to the perfect balance of Pacific Rockflower. Each of these fragrances has the power to transform not just how you smell, but how you feel and how others perceive you. That's the magic of great perfumery. It's not just about scent, it's about identity. Now, before you get too excited and start adding these to your cart, I need to have a serious heart-to-heart with you. These are niche fragrances, and that means we're talking about serious money here. I'm genuinely concerned about you making expensive mistakes because I've been there myself. Please, and I cannot stress this enough, do not blind buy any of these fragrances. I don't care how amazing my descriptions sound or how much you trust my nose. Fragrance is incredibly personal, and what smells like heaven on me might smell completely wrong on your skin. We all have different skin chemistry, different preferences, and different budgets. I've seen too many people get burned by spending $200, $300, even $400 on a bottle that ends up collecting dust on their shelf. It breaks my heart every time someone tells me they bought something based on a review and it didn't work for them. That's not what I want for any of you. Instead, get samples first. I'll drop links to trusted decant sites like ScentSplit in the description below. Spend $15 or $20 on samples rather than hundreds on full bottles you might regret. Wear them for a few days, see how they evolve on your skin, and notice how people react to them. Only then, when you're absolutely certain you love something, should you consider investing in a full bottle. Your wallet will thank you, your collection will be more thoughtful, and you'll actually wear and love everything you own. That's what smart fragrance collecting looks like. Remember, fragrance is deeply personal. What smells incredible on someone might not work for you, and that's perfectly okay. That's why sampling is so important. Take your time, try these on your own skin, and see which one speaks to your soul. Which of these fragrances intrigued you the most? Are you drawn to the emotional storytelling of Missing Person? Or does the bold artistry of Jasmine Freak call to you? Drop a comment below and let me know. I love hearing about your fragrance journeys. If this video helped you discover your next signature scent, smash that like button and subscribe for more hidden gems from the world of niche perfumery. Trust me, we're just getting started with the amazing fragrances I have to share with you. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and I'll see you in the next video where we're exploring some absolutely mind-blowing masculine fragrances that most people have never heard of. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.